Good morning. It is absolutely gorgeous. I'm hoping the weather is turning so we don't have those horrendous winds accompanied by some rain and snow and so on and so forth, because we can deal with this. It's drying up quite nicely. One unfortunate thing about our farm, it slopes all the way down to the north from the south. So everything up this road got to run down the road and basically through the yard. This year, however, we seem to have quite a bit less runoff than years before, and it's because we didn't have that much snow over the winter and lots of it's melted already. Yesterday, my parents took the kids to town, so Corey and I got backlogged making bags. I had to haul some canola, do some other things, and I had, holy man, did I have orders. I had about 30 bags to make, I guess. So we were hammering away at that all day yesterday. We got the shed full. I normally don't stack the bags in here, but because it's so wet and muddy and everything else, it's just better that way. So we've got it organized, I think, as people are coming. But the real enjoyable party yesterday. So we had this all planned out. My parents were going to take the kids to town. Corey and I were going to spend the whole day making bags. If we really get at it, we can probably make around 25 bags a day. And that's 2 people flying at it. So we got going. The first bag I put into my other mill, the gearbox blew up again. So that was a pretty discouraging start to the day. So we pulled out the old 355. I'm glad I didn't sell that. I've had lots of people want to buy that. And I said, no, I need a backup. And then it sat there for a year and it never got used. But when we put it away, we did all new bearings, new chains, cleaned up all the shafts, patched up what we could. Tin work on these old mills is basically paper thin, and it's, it is what it is. So, a little duct tape here, a little duct tape there. This thing ran flawlessly all day yesterday and through the morning this morning, because we just finished our last bag now. So kudos to the old mill. A guy wants to make sure, if you're the type of person that needs everything spick and span, spotless, and right in its place, and if there's something that you think you might not use, you're the kind of guy that's just going to throw that away, I would suggest not getting into hobby farming, homesteading, anything ag related, because if you have that mindset, you're going to be going back and forth to town all of the time. Like, you're going to make several trips a day. You're not going to be able to bring enough money with you. You got to keep this stuff around. You can do your best to tidy the yard up. That's undeniable. If you can afford it, you can build shelters and things, lean-tos, sheds to put this stuff in. But if you're the kind of guy that can't even have it around, then just get rid of the business, or don't even consider starting the business, because you need it. You need backup. You need redundant plans. You need all sorts of things, no matter what you're doing, because although the highways have made town closer and the internet has made the world smaller, parts are still expensive and they're still a ways away. So for me, if I didn't keep that mill and fix it up as best as I could and keep it stored in the shed, I would be about 30 bags behind right now, and I won't get parts probably till Monday. So, depending on how the orders come in, a guy could be pretty far behind. Also, Monday, I got to haul another load of canola up. I got to load a load of barley out. So, as you can imagine, there's lots to do every day on the farm. So, if you have no backup plan, I would say with 100% confidence, you will not be successful. Right now, I got to run up because our waters are still frozen. I got to fill this tank up and run it up, water the animals, feed the animals, and see what the rest of the day will bring. So we got the old 358 hammer mill apart again. Gearbox issues. This time, as you can see, that gear didn't make it. So Got a new gear. There was a little adjustment that I didn't realize in here. There's a big collar, I guess you could call it, spacer. So there's Timken bearing here, and then there's a Timken bearing on the inside. And this set screw, so you can actually hammer that forward a little bit to move this gear closer. And I'm wondering if I didn't have something out of whack, maybe when I did the bearings in this last time. This thing has been a nightmare. But anyways, I got all the shrapnel cleaned out of there. You know, because you can imagine, there's quite a bit of iron missing off of this one. So I got it all cleaned out. I got all these bearings cleaned up. They're still good because they're still new. They're only got, I mean, they don't have very many hours on them even. I never lost oil. However, I did get a new seal because this one had to wreck it to get it out. They're only 14 bucks anyways. This gear was 400 bucks. Not the end of the world, really. This guy right here is I think 12 or 1300, and I actually didn't even check the availability on it. I think this is definitely worn down a bit, but I don't know if it's damaged too much that it won't work for my, you know, for my mill. Certainly if this was in a, you know, a more heavy duty piece of equipment or even harder to get at, you would want to probably change it too. And probably I should, but I'm a glutton for punishment, so I'm gonna run her. I expect the next time this fails, for whatever reason, be it gears or whatever, because of the amount of wear basically on everything, she'll be all new bearings on this side, all new bearings on this side, new seals. This shaft will need to be replaced because these, I was looking at these threads and they're actually kind of damaged. I have a feeling somebody had this apart once before because I didn't buy this mill new. And yeah, then probably this shaft will need to be replaced too, this vertical one, because it was worn out at the top a little bit under here. And this gear too. So I expect the next time this fails, she's going to be a complete rebuild. So hopefully this works. So I did get the gearbox back in. I didn't get the coupler hooked back up and the chain. That'll be a job for, I don't know, might come back out this evening or tomorrow morning. I'm gonna head in for supper now though. It's about 20 after 6. We, crazy kind of weather here in early spring. It's, it was cold last night, -10 or something. Snowed too. It's kind of just awful. So everything again is white again. But my old hammer mill still holding its own. Getting lots of stuff done with that. The new one. Hopefully the gearbox holds up this time with that new bevel gear in there. So as always, to those who are watching, thank you. And we'll see you all on the next one.